Hey everyone, and welcome back to Elden Ring. In this episode, we are going to accept Melena's invitation to the Roundtable Hold. So let's go ahead and do that now. So we just need to go to any site of grace and then tell her you're off to the Roundtable Hold, and she will take us there.
Very well. Let my hand rest upon you for but a moment.
Okay, the Roundtable Hold is a place where Tarnished gather, guided by grace. Combat is prohibited on the premises due to a pact of non-aggression. This rule is in effect when the Roundtable icon is displayed. You can see that on the left-hand side. It is the gold circle. The Roundtable Hold is located outside of this world, and fast travel by grace is the only means of reaching it. Use the map to travel there. Alright, so here we are at the Roundtable Hold. So yeah, again, there is no combat allowed. You can't even swing your weapons. Pretty much all you can do is... actually, you can't even switch to two-handed. But you can equip and unequip and all of that. So I'm just going to unequip my helmet. And no reason for it other than just to look like a normal human being. So we're going to go around here and talk to everybody. So this episode is pretty much going to consist of talking, maybe buying a few things, and that's it. No combat. So let's go ahead and get started with this guy right here.
Oh, I see you've just arrived. Welcome to the Roundtable Hold. I'm Corin, a man of the cloth. I teach incantations, the strength granted us by the two fingers, and explore the secrets of the Golden Order, so that one day, if a Tarnished of the Roundtable Hold should become Elden Lord, I might counsel them, ensuring order regains its proper form, righting rule over men. By the way, do you still see it? The guidance of grace.
And we can see it, so let's go ahead and answer that way.
You do? Wonderful news. Most Tarnished are blind to it these days. You are something of a rare breed. Well, what do you say? Care to learn an incantation of the two fingers?
Okay, so we got the prayer emote, and now we can also study incantations from Brother Corin. Study incantations. Okay, so he has urgent heal, cure poison, magic fortification, flame fortification, rejection, catch flame, and flame sling. We will buy this one eventually, but I'm not going to right now. So let's go ahead and leave.
May the Golden Order shine through you.
And throughout the game, we are going to find spell books and incantation books. I'm pretty sure we had already found one that was a spell book that I was considering giving to the sorceress Selen. Yeah, here it is, the Royal House Scroll. We're going to be getting incantation books or prayer books, and we can give them to Brother Corin, and then that increases his inventory of spells that we can purchase. But we don't have any right now, so we don't need to worry about that. Let's go ahead and talk to everybody in this main room first. So here's D.
You've met Garank, I take it. Then owing to our duties shared, we're now comrades in arms. I think you've earned this. The power of the Golden Order to aid the hunt of those who live in death.
Alright, so we can study incantations from him as well. Let's go ahead and ask him about himself.
I serve the Golden Order, that I might put this crooked land to rights, following only the guidance of the great Elden Ring. Those who live in death fall outside the principles of the Golden Order, Their mere existence sullies the guidance of gold, tainting its truth. And so it is the vermin must be exterminated, down to the very last.
Okay, let's see what incantations that he has available to us. So he has Litany of Proper Death, which creates an image of order to deal holy damage. And he also has Order's Blade, which enchants your right hand armament with holy damage. So Litany of Proper Death, I don't know if I've ever used this one, but I think it just casts like a spell either around you or on the ground. We may try it later, but it does do holy damage. So he's fighting against death and those that live in death. So this is going to immediately kill any of the skeletons that we come across. And the Order's Blade putting the holy damage onto a weapon. So I will say eventually we'll probably buy all the spells, even if it's at the very end of the game, just to kind of look at and read the descriptions of them. So let's go ahead and continue.
Did you need something else?
Okay, he didn't have anything else to say there. And let's talk to this guy here.
Ah, hello. You must be new here. Well, just call me Dialos. The honor of one's house holds little import in these lands. By the way, have you met a young woman named Lanya on your travels? She's my servant, but fickle as the wind. Take your eyes off her for but a moment and she's good as gone. If you find her, please be sure to tell me. Be sure to tell me if you meet a young woman named Lanya. She's a servant to my house. She's been my companion since childhood. I've lost count of the number of times I've had to find her like this. Honestly, she's such a little tomboy. Be sure to tell me if you meet a young woman named Lanya.
So that's all he has to say. He wants us to see if we can find a person named Lanya. Painting of the Erd Tree. I wonder if that's America. I'm not 100% sure. That one I know is Godfrey. And for the life of me, I cannot remember who that one is. Okay, so just a word of warning. You can jump over this, but there is a fairly difficult invasion fight down there. So we will do it later, but I would recommend not doing it quite yet, unless you want to give it a try. That's up to you. So we talk to him, and over here, there's this statue of America that you can use to enter Colosseum combat. So you don't always have to go directly to the Colosseum. You can enter from here. Okay, let's go ahead and talk to this guy here.
Oh, this is a rare occasion. I can't remember the last time a new tarnished made their way to the Round Table. Very well. As your senior, I bid you welcome. It is safe here. You may let down your guard. Allow me a word of advice. As your senior, you are a mere visitor to the Round Table. Nothing more. A house guest. Yet to earn their keep. Remember your place, newcomer. There's nothing left to say. Be at your leisure.
All right. So that is Sir Gideon Ofnir. I don't think that he's given his name quite yet, but that's who that is. And if you walk up to the table, you can rest at the Table of Lost Grace. So this is basically just a giant site of grace, and you have all of the same menu options from here. You can jump on it, doesn't really make a difference. But you can't access it unless you're off at the table. So that's where you can jump down. Let's go down this left side hallway. We got the "What do you want?" emote from this person. And there's nothing else we can do to interact. And That's really interesting. I thought you had to leave the Roundtable Hold and then come back for him to end up here, but this is, again, Sir Gideon Offner. Let's go ahead and talk to him in here.
What do you need? I have little time to spare.
Oh, I know why he showed up. It's because I rested at the site of grace. So that usually this door would be closed until you either rest or leave and come back. So let's go ahead and ask him what he meant by a house guest.
Oh, are you aggrieved at the notion you are but a visitant here? Then you would do well to remember the first words of grace given to you. Stand before the Elden Ring and become the Elden Lord. If those words held any meaning to you, follow the guidance of grace. Lay low the shard bearers and claim for yourself a great rune. Do so, and the doors to the Round Table's inner chamber will open, and you will receive the wisdom of the Two Fingers. Once the wisdom of the Two Fingers becomes your own, I'll impart to you a proper welcome. As a true member of the Round Table, I have high hopes for you. I'm sick and tired of them. These namby-pamby tarnished think us no more than a shelter from the rain. We've spoken long enough. I have matters to attend to.
I like how he actually tells you when you're done talking to him, or when he's done talking to you. So there's nothing over here. You can run through the books and roll through stuff, so no combat, but you can destroy the things here. Alright, so he told us that we need to defeat a shard bearer, and then he will impart more wisdom to us. If we come into here, there is this. Kind of looks like the old crone that we spoke with. These are the twin maiden husks, and we have the option to purchase, offer a bell bearing, and leave. So offering a bell bearing, it's an item that will, or there are a lot of different ones that we're going to collect through the game, but we don't have any currently, so obviously we can't offer them. But it will basically expand their inventory. So currently, we can buy rune arcs, which we'll get into the details of that when we come across them. A white cipher ring and a blue cipher ring. These are for cooperative play. A memory stone, which is going to increase our memory slots, so we'll be able to carry more spells at a time. We are going to eventually get that one. A stone sword key. There's 3 of them that we can purchase. A dagger, longsword, rapier, scimitar, battle axe, mace, spear, longbow, finger seal, so that's the one that you use for incantations. It is one of the most basic ones, only needing the 10 points in faith, but we did get the one from Garank, so we have that one, so we don't necessarily need to buy this. Heater shield, knight helm, knight armor, knight gauntlets, knight greaves, and furl fingers, trick mirror, and a host trick mirror. I don't know exactly what these are for, other than it's a cooperative play item or competitive multiplayer type thing. I'm probably not going to worry too much about those. Those are the items that we could purchase now. I'm not planning on buying anything quite yet, so let's just continue around the table. Roundtable Hold. And let's go down this hallway. And we've got a blacksmith. That's good news. Let's go ahead and talk to him.
You're a new face. No matter. It's all the same. Lay out your arms. Let's get smithing.
Okay, so he can strengthen armaments. We can purchase Ashes of War. We can duplicate Ashes of War, which we'll get into that later when we get the correct items. We can sell items to him, and we can also have some dialogue. We can ask him about the chains on his legs. So you can notice he is chained up. So let's ask him about that real quick.
I see you've noticed the chains. Nothing special. I'm a prisoner and these are my chains. I'm trapped by the hold. I'm dying, smithing for you fools. That's all there is to it.
Let's keep talking to him. You're a prisoner.
No, don't read too much into it. I've no grudge against you. My being a prisoner is no fault of yours. Besides, I don't mind smithing. Despite my differences, the weapons get stronger all the same. Given time, technique never fails. Besides, it helps me forget the sheer terror of her.
So that's all the dialogue that he has currently. So we can strengthen armaments, and we still only have 4 of the level 1 smithing stones, so we can't do anything with our weapons currently. However, we can go over here to our melee armaments that we don't have equipped. And if you look at the Bloodhound Fang, we currently have 4 level 1 somber smithing stones, and it would cost 640, so we can already increase this one. And I believe that we already have 1 of the level 2s, so we would be able to increase this one to level 2 already, which would be a huge boost. But again, we still need 18 points in strength to be able to wield it with one hand. So we might do this, get ourselves up to 12 strength, and we can two-hand it. And just kind of bounce back and forth when we want to use spells. So for now I'm going to leave it, but just keep in mind that if you have any unique weapons that use the somber smithing stones, you can get those upgraded now. So with Master Hugh, we will be able to get our unique weapons up to level plus 10, and other weapons we'll be able to get to, I believe it's a 20 plus 24. So we are no longer limited. And another thing you can do here is you can sell items. So I don't ever like to sell anything from tools unless I'm just a few short of getting a level up or being able to buy something. Same with the crafting items. I typically just keep all of those that I have. Smithing stones and the gloveworts, I never sell those. Ashes of War, same thing, just keep them. The only things that I do sell are duplicate weapons. So every time I play this game, I will always try to keep at least 1 copy of each weapon. Not necessarily in my inventory, but in my storage box. So like here I've got 2 short swords, so I will go ahead and sell 1 of them. Same with the falchions, I've got 3 of them, so I'll sell 2. Dismounters, I've got 2, sell those. And same with shields, ranged weapons. Arrows, I don't really use that often, so you can sell those if you want. Got duplicate shields there. Same with armor pieces. If I ever get duplicates, I will sell them. So I've got 2 of those. 2 of those. Oh, that matches, so I have 3 of them. So I'll get rid of that. That. And until you get into New Game Plus, I don't think that you'll ever have duplicate talismans. So again, I wouldn't recommend selling them. But now we have over 2,000. So if you find anything that you wanted to buy, or if you want to try and increase your weapon scaling, this is definitely going to be a good time to do that. You know what? I think I'm going to do.
No matter.
I think I am going to go ahead and upgrade this one to a +2. And then I will... was thinking I could use that against the dragon and the tree sentinel, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get enough levels. Actually, I just need to get 1 level, and then I can use it two-handed. So down the stairs and around this corner, there is another imp statue that you can use a stone sword key. And then inside of this room, there's a couple of treasure chests, or just 1, but there's also another imp statue to go into a second room. Again, we'll get those later. So if you jump down from that platform upstairs, then you'll come out those doors. So you cannot enter this way. Okay, and then there's just one more room here. Over in this corner, we have a mirror, and we can use that to apply cosmetics. So if you wanted to change the way that your character looks, you can do that. I think you can change everything, including your the gender. You can change the way your character looks. The only thing that you can't change is your starting class. So all of your stats and everything are going to remain the same. All right, and then let's go ahead and talk to this NPC here.
Greetings, great champion called by grace. I am Fia. Circumstances have compelled my stay at the Roundtable Hold. Great champion, would you allow me to hold you? But briefly, perhaps you might share with me some of your lively vigor and your stout-heartedness. Doing so will grant me the warmth of a champion, and you, I am sure, will bear a Baldakin's blessing. Do you think it vulgar, perhaps? Where I come from, it is a sacred act.
Alright, so she is a deathbed companion, which means that she lays with dead people. But she's offering to hold you. So go ahead and accept the offer. So let her hold you.
My thanks, great champion.
And there is a purpose for this. We'll be able to get some items a little bit later in the game.
You are very warm.
Okay, then we get an item called the Baldakin's Blessing.
What you felt light up inside you was a Baldakin's blessing. Though it is but a fleeting thing, I am afraid. Come back to me, should you require another. I will take you in my arms as often as you need.
Let's talk to her again real quick, see if she has anything else to say.
I am pleased to see you again. Would you like me to hold you once more? The blessing is still aflame in your breast, dear. Would you like to be held? Regardless? Then good day to you, my dear.
Okay, so we don't need her to do that again, but let's take a look at that item. So we got the Baldakin's Blessing, and this is going to use FP to temporarily boost poise. So poise is a stat that you can see on the right hand side of the screen underneath equip load. We currently have 32. This is going to be your resistance to getting staggered. So obviously the higher the number, the more poise you have, the better off you are, the more staggered defense you have, basically. So let's read this. Favor bestowed by a deathbed companion. Protection of a hidden temple in the guise of a bed chamber. Use FP to temporarily boost poise. The favor allows one to forget any aches and pains. In death, there is only peace, for in death, there can be no sensation. So this is a bit of a tricky item. So when you use it, it increases your poise. However, if you keep it in your inventory, it does have kind of a hidden statistic that it lowers the amount of HP that you have. And I want to say it's like 5 or 10% or more. I can't remember for sure. I'll try to look it up. But it is definitely noticeable. So I would recommend just using the item right now. You can see it kind of puts that like puffy defensive cloud around you. So just be aware that if you have it in your inventory that you are going to be not taking more damage, but you'll have less HP. So that's pretty much all there is to do here. Let's go ahead and see how much I need to do a level up. I need 5228. So we can do some farming, or we can use some of our runes in our inventory. So I need 5,000. That's worth 2. So if I use all of these, so now I only need 1,100 more. I'll just use both of these. So now, whoops. Yes. So now I can level up strength, and I'll be able to equip the Bloodhound Fang. So let's go ahead and do that. Level up. 12 points into strength, and then the next thing that we'll do after this, our next 3 levels, we'll go ahead and get Faith up to 10, and then go from there. Okay, so let's try. We're only at about a half an hour now. Let's go ahead and try doing a fight against the oh, actually, yeah, we're gonna come down here and talk to Vare after we change our equipment. Okay, so now it tells us that we do have the right stats, but only for using it with both hands. So unable to use it effectively with present attributes unless wielded with both hands. So that's taking the 12 points of strength and multiplying it by 1.5. So that gives us the 18 required strength. Okay. So again, it's very slow. However, oops, equipment. You can see that we're going to be doing well over 200 damage compared to the Twin Blade. We were at about 150, so we're going to be doing significantly more damage. So there's more that we can do with Vare, but let's go ahead and fight. And I just want to double check real quick. My equip load, yeah, we're still in a medium load, which is good. All right. Let's see if we can do better this time. And we'll make sure to use the Bloodhound's Finesse a couple of times. And remember, when you use that one, if you hit L2 and then R2, you'll be able to do the, like you'll swipe back and then you can rush in and hit. So that did 254 damage. That was really good. Much better. And another really great thing about this sword is that it will it does bleed buildup. So once we get enough bleed damage on him, it's going to do a big chunk of damage. So let's try the Bloodhound Finesse again once he gets close, or once we're close enough to him. There. Jump back in. Ooh. Alright, we're doing a lot better this time. The next thing that I'd really like to do is find some better armor. And I know that there's a merchant coming up that we'll be able to buy some from, so. Oh, God, that was so close. I'll use my last heal, just... I'm not paying attention to the damage I'm doing, so I don't know if I've gotten a bleed. Alright. But this is another one of those moments to just be patient. And don't be patient. I dodged a little too early on that one. So you could see just the amount of damage we did. So much better. We got his health almost all the way down. So increasing the weapon scaling, or not the scaling, but increasing the amount of upgrading your weapons makes a huge difference, is what I'm trying to say. So let's quickly go and pick up our runes. I don't think that there's really many that matter. So 566. Yeah. All right. So we're going to end the episode here. In the next episode, we're going to go ahead and finish taking on the Knight, the Tree Sentinel, and then we're going to go ahead and fight the dragon again. And I don't know if it would have made a difference having my helmet on, but see, that's going to put us into a heavy load. So we'll just use that for now. Increases our defense a tiny bit. This is another one of those things where we need to consider putting some more points into endurance because the Bloodhound Fang is so heavy. We can also unequip our shield and the torch, which, yeah, that'll allow us to wear the bigger helmet. So let's go ahead and end for now. Like I said, next time we're going to finish off the Tree Sentinel and the dragon, and then we will move on in the story. And thank you for joining me. I will see you next time.